the game and all the pussy that come with it. So full of focus, I'm insisting on keeping it going. The franchise, I exist in a league of my own. Expect attention, I'm familiar with being ignored. The true back, can't locking and closing the door.
Alright guys, so we got a good junior golfer here today. Struggles a little bit with a double miss, so he's pull hooking his lower irons, or his, not even really lower irons, his wedges and 8 irons. He's hitting little pull hooks, and the longer clubs he's starting to get some big blocks to the right or low snap hooks to the left. So we're going to run this player through real quick just so you guys can see his swing. Pretty solid swing, definitely a few things to take a look up. We're running back up to P4. I would say from setup to P4, this player is staying in left bin a little bit. You can notice that his head is lowering a little early, which then gets pressure a touch too far out to the toes. So you can see his initiating transition move. His head starts pulling back, butt starts sucking in a little bit. By then, once we get him down to left arm parallel, we can notice that hand path is a touch too far behind him. Shaft is steep. It's pointing inside ball target line. Then we have take him down to P6. Shaft is a little bit above the forearm, so maybe just a touch steep there. He's rotating, which is good. Right foot or right heel's coming off the ground just a touch early. And he's going into this early extension look, a touch, which then means right elbow releases. As well as you can know at this point too, that right elbow is definitely behind the hip, so he's a little stuck out here, so he can't really exit left from this position. So hand pass is going to work out a little bit more towards the golf ball than say a professional, which then means whenever you get swing direction out to the right, most of the time the players are going to extend that right elbow, which means you're adding loft to the club. As well, when you push swing direction out to the right, depending on angle of attack and some other things, you're also going to push path pretty far out to the right, which means if your face is square to the target, you're going to start hitting pretty big pull hooks with your shorter clubs. And then as well, you can see he has a high ROC, a lot of flip through impact, a little stall right here, body's not moving too much, and then starts rotating through to the finish. So first things first, we got to fix this guy's pivot just a little bit. We got to get him ideas around maybe going a touch into extension with the thoracic on the backswing. Basically from hands level to hips to top of the swing, he's going to need to feel like he's going into extension with the thoracic, getting a little bit taller in the backswing. That's going to allow him to have a little bit of a down move before he goes up again. And as well, it's going to allow the left pelvis to lower. It's also going to allow his shoulders to get back to the original dress position and not go into right bin so early. From there, hopefully, once he gets the pelvis moving a little bit better on the downswing and getting the axis of the shoulders moving correctly, hand path won't drop so far behind him. He'll be a little bit more out at this position, which then in turn hopefully allows him to shallow out the club a little bit more. He won't be as stuck at P6. Shaft would be bisecting the forearm like such. He'll have plenty of room to exit left. He'll be able to rotate his sternum through the golf ball a lot more efficiently, which means he'll have a stabler face. Hopefully that right elbow, that'll allow him to get sternum a little bit lower to the ground, which will have right elbow keeping bent a little bit longer, not extending as much. And then he'll have a swing direction exiting a little bit more left, which will then match angle of attack, which will mean his path will be a little bit more neutral. As well, he won't have to have this flip through the ball because sternum's rotating more, so he's going to have a stabler face, lower ROC, and all of a sudden this player is going to be really, really good. So he's already got a great golf swing. I just think he needs to touch up on a few things, and then he's just going to be solid and ready to play some really good golf. Anyways, guys, hopefully this helps for you better juniors out there.
The king, I'm like Roy in the ring, I can't lose. Show the face of what compare to man. You wanna walk? Motherfucker ain't hard to find. I holler back, nigga.